better to destroy the castle than to go in the water. That drop-off comes mighty quick.
And no, and the water's freezing cold. Are you going to have enough room in Minnesota? We've been a lot of places.
Oh, plenty of room. For a long time to come.
How much longer do you think we're going to stay on the road?
I don't know. We all know why we're here.
Who wants peanut butter? Ham and cheese?
Give me Nathaniel.
Please.
Are we staying? Where are we going?
Well, job came through. We'll be here through the end of the week.
Let me know if they need an extra pair of hands. Could use the bucks.
You could use the education. I want you concentrating on your studies.
And did she say that? Bridget!
No, that's the start.
Bridget!
She was just here. She was by the water.
Eric, where is she?
Oh, she was with Matt.
Well, did you see her go someplace then?
Where
I
she
told
went?
you to watch her. How old is she? Well, she just turned 7. The thing is, she can't swim. Don't say anything.
No. She was right here.
You, better get her to a doctor. Let him check her out. Thank you.
Oh, it's a miracle.
Yes, ma'am. I believe it is. My name is
10 a.m.
I don't get it. How did you know where to look? I just saw something in the water. I had some training in the Navy. Well, what kind of training lets you see a little girl underwater?
What kind of training makes you breathe life back into her?
This is called CPR, man. You said a prayer. We all heard it. Yeah, and I'm real glad it was answered.
Modest, I like that in a man of faith. He must have a special connection to God.
No, he does. I felt it. Oh.
This is nothing. Uncle Russell talks to angels, don't you?
Nathaniel, I think it's time for us to get going. Thanks, honey.
Stuff like this is always happening. Mines caving in, people in trouble, little girls drowning. I knew Uncle Russell was going to save her all along.
Nathaniel. Come on. I don't know about all that angel stuff, but I'm sure grateful you were here.
Yeah, how can we ever show you our appreciation?
You just did. Wait, Mr. Green. I know how hard it is finding a good place to stay around here. One little tear in the window screen and the mosquitoes will eat you alive. Why don't you stay with us then?
Oh, no, thank you. We have a lovely trailer. Oh, you must be staying at the Paul Bunyan then. I mean, you must be. I mean, it's the only trailer park around.
Yes, and we're very happy there. Thank you very much for the offer.
Russell, why don't you keep warm in the car? We'll finish up here.
Nathaniel?
My born days, I've never seen anything like it.
Can I help you?
Oh, I hope so.
Name's Russell Green.
I know. I'm Kay Borgstrom. I was there. I saw you on the beach today.
Please, have a seat.
I'm sorry. I wouldn't have come and bothered you, but I need your help.
Do my best.
I thought I'd beaten this, you know. When they first told me 6 months ago, I said, oh, no, you must be mistaken, that this is another Kay Borgstrom you're talking about, because this one doesn't have cancer. The doctor came in, and he sat me and my husband down, and he had this little smile on his face like this was just no big deal. And he said, you have pancreatic cancer. I didn't even know where my pancreas was. I mean, it's not like I smoked cigarettes or I ate too much bacon or I lived underneath a high voltage tower or something.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no. Don't you see? Everything's going to be just fine now. I can have my life because of you.
Excuse me?
I never really was much for religion. But what I saw you do on that beach today with that little girl, that was a real miracle.
No, wait a minute.
It's the only one I've ever seen.
Miss Borgstrom.
Oh, please. You can help me. I know you can.
I wish I could.
You're a man of God.
I'm a man who believes in God.
No. He chose you. You speak to angels.
Well, you seem to think I have some sort of supernatural power. I don't.
Mr. Green, I believe in you.
Ma'am, there's somebody a whole lot better than me for you to believe in. Excuse me.
Hi. Hi.
Hey there, Green family. We brought you something.
Well, what is all this? Oh, I haven't seen so many cookies since Christmas.
Raisins? Oh, and they're still warm, too.
You betcha. Just a little something to take the edge off.
Until you come to dinner tomorrow night. Well, how you doing, beautiful?
I'm fine.
Ah,
Thank you, Mr. Green.
you're welcome, sweetheart. We all didn't have to go to all this trouble. No trouble at all. Oh, about that Minnesota cooking. Heck of a deal. Can you come? I don't know.
Please, Mr. Green.
I don't know how we can pass it up.
Here's our address. I drew you a little map there. Or you could just follow your nose with Jenny here doing the cooking.
That's my husband. He's always full of the compliments. So will you, come tomorrow? Absolutely. Great.
Great, thank you. Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you so much for the cookies.
See you later.
Bye, Becky.
Honey, I don't know about this now.
Oh, sweetheart, I'll be okay. You just don't like people fussing over you.
Is something burning?
Nope. Something's burnt.
Well, at least we won't go hungry. that anytime soon.
I don't think any of us will. I just don't know if Nathaniel should have said anything about the angels.
Well, why not? He was telling the truth. Did Russell ever tell you about my Uncle Mo? He slipped on the bathroom tile. Terrible concussion.
That sounds vaguely familiar.
When he went to the hospital, he talked about leaving his body and floating around in the corners of the room, looking down on the doctors and nurses who were working so hard to save his life. And then he heard someone say, "Time to call the minister." Says the most vivid experience he ever had in his life. And he knew what it was like to be in the presence of God. He made it his sacred obligation to tell the whole world all about it, no matter what they thought.
Well, what do they think?
Well, they thought he was crazy. But that's beside the point. Uncle Mo had the courage of his convictions. So is Nathaniel. So should we all.
I ate 3 oatmeal raisin cookies. I was very, very mad. Maybe you should rescue more people. And be happier about it.
Oh, it's not that, does it? That was this woman, you know, with a scarf on her head.
I remember her.
She wants me to cure her cancer. Thinks I can do it.
She said that?
She stopped by this afternoon and said she wanted me to pray for her.
And what did you say?
Well, I told her I couldn't do it. What, you think I should, yeah?
I've never known any situation made worse by prayer.
Oh, Claire, it's not God she's interested in, it's me.
Hi there. I'm looking for Russell Green.
Well, you found him.
My name is Dan Hoagland. I'm with the Minneapolis Sentinel. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Yeah, I guess so. Come on in.
Thank you. Hey.
Have a seat. You're a reporter. Want some coffee?
Well, I don't usually get such a warm reception. Well, one of our stringers up here tipped me off to an interesting story. Something about a miracle at Clearwater Falls. Well, this guy likes his beer in 6-packs, especially on Sunday afternoons, so thank you.
My daddy did save someone.
It's being at the right place at the right time. No need to make any more of it than that.
Well, still, I'd like to ask you a few questions. Won't take a minute.
Honey, how about fixing another cup of coffee good and hot? I really don't know how much more I could tell you.
Well,
I want you to take this outside. I'll do it.
the parents said that the chances of figuring out where that girl went under were, and I actually quote, slim to none.
I was a Navy frogman. You learn how to see shadows in the water, read the ripples on the surface. Plus which the water temperature is cold enough to keep her metabolism down. That's what kept her alive.
So, you mean God didn't have a hand in this?
God has a hand in everything, doesn't he?
Did you really stay out here all night? My family would never let me do that.
Well, it did get pretty cold. And I suppose it wasn't very safe. But then you wouldn't have things like that to worry about, would you? Because you're protected by angels.
It didn't keep Josh from getting shot. And he couldn't see for a while, too. But the angel said it would be okay.
And was it?
Yeah, he can see perfect now.
Thank you for your time.
You bet.
Disappear, right?
Why don't you come on inside and have some breakfast?
I don't need food, Mr. Green. Bless me.
We've already talked about that.
I don't want to die.
Ma'am, I don't want you to die, but I don't have any control over that. I wish I did. That little boy you were just talking to, I would have saved his mother.
Mr. Green, look me in the eye. Have you ever seen angels?
Well, seeing one being one, two different things.
My grandmother always told me that faith could move mountains. You have a lot more than faith. And I'm asking for a lot less than a mountain. Oh, Lord, heal me through the power of this man, your servant. Destroy the cancer that would destroy me.
Ma'am, I'm sorry, but this just isn't right.
No, it's not right because it's not finished. That blessing that you gave that little girl yesterday, you sealed it with your lips.
That was just CPR.
No, you sealed it with your lips. Please, seal it again.
Ma'am.
Oh, I've got to go home. Oh, I have to go tell my husband. God bless you.
Help you? We're looking for Russell Green. Hey, Green. Your company. Stan Borgstrom.
Stan?
Your wife told us that you were here.
I hope you don't mind, but we had to find you.
Why's that?
Tell you the wonderful news.
I don't have cancer anymore, Mr. Green. I'm cured.
Have y'all seen a doctor?
I know how I feel.
No nausea, more energy. Even her skin tone's improved. She hasn't been like this since before those doctors gave up on her.
Well, I'm real happy for you, for both of you, but you ought to see a doctor. You need tests.
Wouldn't that seem like doubt? Mr. Green, Kay picked up a paintbrush this morning.
I do watercolors.
First time since she started chemotherapy. We don't need tests.
All we need is each other. Stan's been working double shifts just to pay for the chemo.
No more. Thanks to you, I quit that night job.
Hey, Green. Are you with us?
Yeah, I'll be right there. CC, doctor.
Oh, Mr. Green, I am never going back to that hospital again.
Green. Today?
Yeah. I want you to have this thank you note. And God bless you.
Excuse me. This was a bad idea.
We are so honored to have you and your family here, Mr. Green.
I hope you found the house all right.
Oh, yeah, no problem.
The cookies were delicious. Thank you so much.
Oh, good. You're welcome.
We heard about Kay Borgstrom.
Yeah, the whole town is talking about it.
Please, come in.
Thank you.
Good this year.
That looks fine.
Potato bread. I made it special to go with pickled herring.
She was kind of nervous about cooking for you, but I told her can't go wrong with herring and lutefisk.
Oh, you bet. Around here, eating lutefisk makes it seem just like Christmas.
Oh, no, not for me.
Can I have yours?
In about 5 years.
Uncle Russell doesn't seem too happy.
Neither would you if they put your halo on too tight.
I made you eat lutefisk. Nathaniel, looks like you could use a boost.
Oh, here. Oh, this should do just fine. Here. Good job. There you go. Are you comfortable?
Nothing's too good for the nephew of Russell Green.
Let's everyone start while it's still hot.
Oh, no, we'll wait till everyone's seated. Oh, yeah, I'm much too excited to eat. Mr. Green, if I could just talk to you about this touch of bursitis.
You're going to hold off until after dessert.
Now, you two...
Let the Greens enjoy their meal.
Oh, well, yeah, but we still have to say grace. I thought maybe he could slip it in.
And a special blessing to Uncle Freddie. He's been laid up with gout for, Has it been 9 years?
No, that was the gallstones. But the gout for 3 at least. Do you think you could help? Without kissing, of course. That kissing business makes him awful nervous.
Lloyd.
Didn't pay too much attention to the food.
Yeah, no. One disease too many for my appetite.
But what if they're right? What if Uncle Russell really can heal sick people? Nathaniel, not you too.
Come and sit here. Let's talk about faith. You know what it is, don't you?
Yeah. It's belief in stuff. In God.
Every one of us has a little kernel of it planted right here. And if we tend to it, it grows marvelous and strong.
Strong enough to move mountains, like Erasmus always says.
Mountains and hearts, or whatever God wants move.
Man, look at this. From Sten Borgstrom. I'll take this back right now.
Do you know where they live? No. Tomorrow, soon enough, I will find out where they live. Smile, Russell. When you wake up in the morning, all this will be over.
That's right.
Hey, Mr. Green. Hey, Dan Hoagland, Minneapolis Sentinel.
Yeah, I remember. What's he doing?
Oh, just grabbing some quick shots.
Well, we're trying to do a job here.
So are we. So what do your coworkers think about your healing powers? Or haven't they heard?
Oh, we heard, all right. Hey, Green, I got this Flanders wart on the bottom of my foot. Think if you kissed it, it'd fall off?
I'm learning all kinds of interesting stuff about you, Mr. Green. How you're dragging your whole family around the country in your trailer, homeschooling the kids.
My wife has a master's in education and 12 years of teaching high school.
Yeah, and your brother's a convicted felon.
I love my brother.
Well, sure. Times are tough all over. You think things would be easier to perform a few more miracles?
How about you said your paper sent you here to write a story?
Oh, yeah, they sent me all right. You don't think I'd choose this assignment, do you?
Oh, I didn't choose to be written about. I believe you had your mind made up what you was going to say before you ever got here. Now, you might just as well have stayed home, made all this stuff up.
You might as well have just stayed home, too, Green. Because you're not doing a darn thing except distracting the rest of the crew.
Yes, sir. I'm sorry. It won't happen again.
No, it won't. Because you're fired. You can pick up your check in the morning.
So, you're from that family saved that little girl, aren't you? My daddy did. Yeah, I thought I recognized you. Just keep it on the long side, okay?
You know, people will latch onto anything.
Grandma.
What? Good Lord.
Jiminy Christmas.
What are they looking at?
Us.
George, take care of Nathaniel.
You're not done yet.
Well, as my grandson said, he likes it long.
All this for the man's children. Could be a gold mine. Save every strand.
This is ridiculous.
Now I know what a rock star feels like.
You people obviously want something. And I'll hazard a guess. It's got something to do with a miracle? You know what? You're looking in the wrong place. Look to your churches, your synagogues, your homes, your hearts. No human being can give you what you're looking for. Excuse us.
Hi. Miss Borgstrom. I'm sorry to bother you. Please come inside. Oh, no, it's okay.
Russell?
I just came by because I needed another blessing.
We're gonna have to get you a bigger hat.
They don't make hats that big.
Take it back. I think you're gonna need a full disguise.
Excuse me, but aren't you Russell Green?
Yeah.
Mr. Green, my wife's mother is having emergency surgery.
I'm sure the doctor's doing everything they can.
Excuse us. He's supposed to work miracles? He wasn't even listening.
Ma'am, please forgive me. I don't make miracles. But I don't make excuses either. I didn't mean to be rude. Please accept my apology.
So, Mr. Green, about my wife's mother...
Sir, if my husband were a miracle worker, we wouldn't be waiting here either. Now, we're sorry. You okay?
I don't even know what to feel anymore. I just keep going around and around. Between angry and embarrassed. And I never thought I'd say this, but sometimes I think knowing those angels has been more of a burden than a blessing.
People spend their whole life wondering, worrying about the big questions. Is there a God? Is there a purpose to all this? We don't have the same questions or doubts because of the angels, but Russell, we may know the who of it, but we don't always know the why. Russell Green, is there a purpose to your life?
More every day.
Sounds like faith to me.
You know what the worst part of it is? Ever since all this miracle stuff started, I've been almost ashamed to talk about the angels or even God. Afraid of what people might say or think.
I just want to clear up a couple things.
Yeah, so do I.
I understand the state of Kentucky tried to take custody of your nephew last
You digging
spring.
for dirt, Hoagland? Why? Boost your career, sell a few more newspapers?
All of the above. Now, about your angels. Did they or did they not have wings?
Excuse me. Do you have relatives in this hospital?
Dan Hogan, Minneapolis Sentinel.
Marysary Rogers, charge nurse. Relatives?
No.
No, ma'am.
Then take up space someplace else. Support our cafeteria.
Do you hear anything about Kay Borgstrom's
Her
condition?
condition is a private matter between her family and her doctor.
Mr. Green! Oh, thank God you're still here. Please come with me.
How's Kay?
How's she doing? She's dying. That's how she's doing. Her white count is off the charts. Look, whatever you did before with my wife or that kid, you have got to do it again. Please, I can't lose her.
No, Mr. Borgstrom.
Look, you healed her before. You can heal her again.
I didn't do anything to take her to
She's
the
all
hospital.
I got, Mr. Green. Please. Please come this way.
Mr. Borgstrom, how would you react if I told you Russell Green was a fraud?
You stay out of this.
His family has a history of mental illness. He has a brother in prison.
I told you to stay out of it.
The gentleman has a right to know. So does the public.
Money. You took my money.
What's the going rate for miracles these days?
You gave me an envelope. I didn't know it had money in it. I had no intention of keeping it.
Don't care about the money. I want my wife back.
Mr. Borgstrom. Mr. Borgstrom. Mr. Borgstrom. Just settle down. Honey, find Mom and the kids. I'll meet you at the trailer.
Let me out of here. I gotta get back to the hospital.
So you can go crazy again.
I won't go crazy, I promise.
Hospital's not pressing charges. So if you'll behave yourself, I'll let you go. And you should think about leaving town.
Do a lot more than think.
Last week they told me my wife had a couple of months left. Now they're saying she won't survive the night. You did this to her. You.
I-43.
Where is he? Where's the man who put Kate Borgstrom in the hospital? Tony! Where is he?
What's happening, George?
It's going to be all right.
Wish I had a stink bomb.
Just because they're making a stink doesn't mean we gotta make one too.
Have the keys to the car. I want to hitch us up so we can just get Daddy and go. Don't worry, Mom. They can't do anything to me except hiss.
Excuse me, folks. Excuse me. Son, I'd like to talk to you about a few things.
I'm busy.
Looks like you're busy getting ready to skip town. Is that how it usually works? You come into an area, you do what you have to do, and then you leave before it gets too hot?
Josh, back the car up.
Where do you think you're...
Don't you lay a finger on him. And you? What kind of reporter are you? Digging up dirt, damaging reputations.
I just report the truth.
You twist the truth. You report what fits and you throw out the rest. Did your article mention that my husband was wounded in Vietnam? That he is a decorated veteran? Did it mention what a fine husband and father he is, that he reaches out and helps people whenever he can? You knew that. Where were the facts in the article? Those facts. My husband is the most honorable, decent man alive, and all any of you can think about is how angry you are. Because of what? Because he can't cure cancer? Something he never, ever claimed he could do.
She's having him for lunch.
So, what about the angels?
They're everywhere. Just because you can't see them doesn't mean they don't exist.
Well, when I see one with my own eyes.
The last thing you will see when you leave this life is the face of an angel, and it will be a wonderful sight or a terrible surprise. It's your choice. Your choice, Mr. Hoagland. Now, all of you, go back home. There's nothing for you here.
Sometimes a person is so filled with truth and light that to make room for it all, you have to push the tears out.
Oh, it's about time. Oh, I'm so happy to see you.
Well, just saw a bunch of people leaving here with their heads hung real low.
Because they had to deal with Mama.
All right.
All hooked up. Good. Let's get out of here.
Agreed.
Hi, Mr. Green. Is this a bad time?
Well, we're just about to leave, but come on in.
I heard what happened at the hospital. I'm sorry. I just wanted you to know that, no matter what anybody else thinks, that there's one family around here that will never, ever forget what you did for us.
Tell you what, Bridget, you're going to have to make me a promise.
Okay, what?
Learn to swim.
Thanks. I didn't mean to interrupt.
No.
It's all right.
Also, no matter what anybody else says, I still think it was a miracle.
Well, so do I. Y'all take care.
Thanks. Have a good trip.
Well, the kids are real anxious to go.
Yeah, we all are. Still something I gotta do.
Has Doc Sloan blown a fuse? Is he working too hard?
My family and I are leaving. I just wanted to come by and see if there'd been any change.
She's unconscious. She doesn't even know I'm here.
Sorry.
Mr. Green, I'm not a violent man. I don't know what happened when I attacked you.
Mind if I speak for your wife?
You think it'll help?
I think it will. Just maybe not the way you or I'd want. Okay. It's Russell Green. I just came to say goodbye. And to apologize to you for not praying for you the way you wanted me to. I should have tried. Because no matter what, only good comes from praying. Dear Lord, just sit there and awkward it is. I have a hard enough time talking to you about the simple things, much less the problems that this beautiful woman and her husband are facing. I just pray that you give them the strength that they need to endure whatever it is that lies ahead for them.